This is Phil Zuckerman, and this is a history of the Rock Room in Winchester, Virginia. This September 2024 will be celebrating 15 years. I started teaching guitar in 1985 at Shenandoah Music Store, and eventually some of the students were expressing an interest to play with other musicians. I started looking for a place where I could set up so that I would have enough room for bands. The first place I looked at was Zero Pack on the north end of town. And then another place that I found was a building on the property of the Fort Collier Civil War Center. We had some jam sessions at Zero Pack for a while, but that didn't come to pass. The building at Fort Collier was a bit small, but I thought I could make that work. So we did some repairs and some painting, put in some new carpet, and I started teaching in that building in 2009. Around that time, Willie Nelson came to play at Hanley High School, and through a mutual friend, they were able to arrange for the bass player, who was B. Spears, and the drummer, Paul English, to visit the Rock Room. We started having our first concerts at the Youth Development Center here in town. Our first concerts, we had 15 bands, so we had to divide that up into 2 different days to accommodate everyone. After that, we moved to Grace Church. We had a few concerts there. Then we had a concert at the Alamo Movie House, eventually moving to Sweet Caroline's nightclub, and we were there for quite a few years. Around that same time, we had events underneath of my wife's hair salon, which was called Beyond the Fringe, and this venue we called Below the Fringe. In the photo, you see Charlie Allman, when she was a bit younger, one of the best singers around. And we had different events down there. I had a blues band called the Johnny Blues, and we performed down there quite a bit, and a lot of my students would perform down there. Eventually, we decided to renovate the garage, and some of my rock room musicians were in constructions. Joe Hammer helped out quite a bit with the drop ceiling, and in the photo, we had my friends Shelton York and Brian McCarty, who also helped. My friend Bud Strouderman drew up all the plans and donated his time to the Rock Room. Eventually we painted the room, and the walls were gray and the carpet was blue. And it wasn't until afterwards that I realized, well, that's blue and gray, which fits with the fact that we were on a property of the Third Battle of Winchester. We also had concerts at the Hanley High School, the Barns of Rose Hill, outside of Fort Collier on the back porch of the main house. And in 2015, we put together an all-star band to perform at the local Blues House concerts. And the all-star band, we had Lucy Martindale on keyboards, Eli Bell on guitar, Coleman Bales on guitar, Sully Eagle on drums, Jacob Pimbleton on bass guitar, and Laurel Bidzicki on lead vocals. One of the traditions we had at the Rock Room was the musicians and students would sign the back of the door. We started having our concerts at the Bright Box in 2014. Now we have some teachers at the Rock Room. We have Samuel Colton on guitar and Justin Klein on drums. My wife Linda has performed with a number of the bands over the years and still does to this day. My son Nathan and my son Ian have also performed with some of the bands. My friend Kara Britz from Winchester has been a background singer on The Voice for a number of years, and she is also Blake Shelton's backup singer. And one year she came to talk to some of my students at Below the Fringe. Another student I had is John Robert Reimel, performed as special guest at some of our early Rock Room concerts, and eventually he started his own career. He appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres Show 2 times, and now he is on tour overseas, so he's doing great. We have a YouTube channel where you can view videos of some of the concerts. And if you have any questions or would like to contact us, please do so at the number or email provided. Thank you for watching.